Do you think that American culture has influenced Japan positively? An American man sitting next to me at a party asked me this question. I gave him a commonplace answer like, "Some Japanese think that the American influence has been positive, but others think that it has been negative." The look on his face told me that he had gotten similarly unsatisfactory answers from other Japanese. To him, the word "you" meant you yourself. But to me, because of group harmony, you meant you Japanese. I was accustomed to making a general comment rather than a personal one. In Japan, I seldom had a chance to express my personal opinions. On those rare occasions, I tried to state neutral, harmless opinions. Otherwise, expressing contrary opinions would cause disorder, and I was afraid of being excluded from the group. However, Americans learn in elementary school to speak out. In that culture, having no personal opinions is a sign of incapability. I answered, "Well, let me see. American culture has raised women's status in Japan, and I appreciate that very much. Women have become more able to display their abilities." Still, I wasn't truly satisfied with my comment because it was so ordinary. After that incident, I was still apt to give general responses by saying, "We Japanese." When asked, "What do you think about international marriage?" I replied, "We Japanese are conservative, so generally speaking, parents object to international marriage." There again, I heard the irritation in the American man's voice. "I'm asking for your personal opinion." His facial expression was strong enough to break through the Japanese wall of ambiguous expressions, and I said, "If the two people understand and love each other, who cares about nationality?" Then, softly, he inquired, "If your parents objected to your own international marriage, what would you do? In the U.S., parental permission is not necessary, but in your country, you need it, right?" I answered, "Right, but not legally. I would try to persuade my parents to give me permission. As a Japanese, I don't think my parents and I are completely separate beings with different personalities." He continued, "If your parents persisted in objecting, what would you do?" I replied, "My parents say that if the man had a warm personality and could communicate with them in Japanese, they would allow the marriage to take place. Despite the many cultural differences, I would make every effort to win my parents over." Through free interchange of opinions, the conversation developed smoothly. By encouraging further frank give and take, we were able to understand and appreciate each other's culture better.